me atwuma wodi acho ye soya beans oil soya cake poultry feed ene adwonwo ene kube anwa.
Welcome back to the continuation of our coverage of the President's regional tours, a production by the Ministry of Information, also live on a number of TV stations and of course also streaming on our Facebook page, the Ministry of Information Facebook page. A while ago, we took you to Nandam, where President Akufo-Addo is expected to cast out for the dualization of the roads in the township. Well, the President has arrived. Let's bring in my colleague Akwesi Nsia, who is stationed at the ceremony. Akwesi joins us now. So, Akwesi, the President has arrived. What is happening where you are now? Akwesi, if you can hear me, what can you tell us about the President's...
We begin our prayer in the name of the...
What's happening right now is President of...
Line. All right, Akwesi is on now. All right, we're doing our best to get Akwesi Nsia back on the feed, but you were watching Akwesi Nsia live from the Nandam event where President Akufo-Addo is scheduled to cut sword for the construction or the dualization of the towns, the roads in the Nandam township. Akwesi Nsia will join us with the very latest. Earlier you heard an interview with the Minister for Information, Honorable Kojo Nkrumah, who gave quite a details of the President's tour from yesterday to today, what these tours are all about, the significance of these tours, and why the President will want to move to the regions to know what is happening in these regions and not live or just stay at the Jubilee House, which is the government. Shortly, we will be crossing over to Nandam.
Minister for Interior, Honorable Ambrose, who is also a member of Parliament for this constituency, and so I was also the Minister for Defense, Honorable Dominic Nitu, and so Ewo Ahadam, and other government appointees are including Minister. Also have in our midst the Minister for Information, Honorable Kojo Nkrumah, who Sebakaya and Chekra and Wilberforce Asare just engaged the Minister on other various issues concerning matters among forward memo and so but for now what we are up to is the short-cutting of the 2-kilometer dualization town road of Nandam, which is going to cost the nation 85.250 million Ghana cedis. This money includes that of compensation and other auxiliary road projects. Also, we use a Kwanya Penform and Penny Abaricha and Efa. A big boy pass traffic here, especially on Market Day, naming me abre ase and what the rate the speed at which is so a car this stretch of the road the that N12 road so I know to me abre ase and as you heard we are just speaking to some of the drivers who have them ease them a lot because they always have to be in a queue for more than almost 30 minutes to just travel because of just a 50. So when this completed. Going to base relief today. This has been the race of the Republic and to
some of them. First, Party, Dr. Daniel Kanku.
Deputy Minister for Sanitation and Water Resources, Honorable Lala, Member of Parliament for Sisala East Constituency, Honorable Isaku Amidu Chenia. Tetare, Deputy Chief Executive, Northern Development Authority, Stephen Emeng. Ka asi o mga bibe Northern Development Authority, anongpa mga ubieche, Alhaji Abrahman Sumela. Director of Research, Office of the President, Dr. Isaac Owusu Mesa. Tentare, Chief Executive, Nation Builders Corps, Alhaj Dr. Anyas. Tentare, Minister for Youth and Sports, Ola Iye MP, Honorable Mustafa Yusuf. Tentare, President of Security Advisor, General Ochre. Tentare, Member of Parliament, Daboya Mankrogu Constituency, only a Deputy Minister of Health, Honorable Alhaj Mahama Ase Seni. Tentare, Minister na Ankara Swe Yaltare, Minister for Roads and Highways, Honorable Kwesi Amako Atta, Mpila. Tentare, Local Government Minister, Honorable Dan Bochi Ubieche. Tentare, Deputy Chief of Staff, Alhaj Fawaz Aliu. Tentare, Tiyaliara Minister, Duhoterba Minister for Information, Kojo Opong Nkroma Mpila. Tetara MPP, the General Secretary, Niana Ambuara ku DNT ye, Kati break at 8. Lawyer Justin Frimpong Kodia Ubieche. Tetara, the MPP, Heavyweight Chairman, the Regional Chairman, Chairman SB Kangere Ubieche. Yamunukong Aku. Tetare MMDC, Kanumbiche ye hakonye, the Upper West DC ye hakonye, to Banola Bla, Yamunukong Akubo. Tetare Mbier Ambrose, Dere Owialoto, Minister na Ankara Soldier Yaltara, Ola ye Bimbla MP, Honorable Dominic Nitiwul Ubeche. Yideme enlade mbiar Ambrose awuliye. Ndi mbiar Ambrose awuliye. To sene kan ndi mbiar Ambrose awuliye. Uye obilelima. Ma nandona ubida ukong. Yorula Honorable Dr. Hafiz bin Sali. Done for these people is to upgrade the district to a municipality.
So Nandom is now a municipality. It's among 4 municipalities in the Upper West region, and that was done by this current president. The president, as you know already, make sure he visits the region at least once in a year, and every year he makes sure he visits Nandom anytime he's in this place. So Nandom is more like a second home for the president. And when they heard that the president was coming, everybody in Nandom was so excited, and then we already saw people writing to welcome the president to Nandom when they heard he was coming to Upper West region.
So aside the cutting short of the construction of the 2-kilometer Nandom, this government since taking over to address in the Upper West region?
Well, one has to do with health, improvement in the health sector. For example, the Nandom hospital has been upgraded by this current government, and the people so much appreciate it. And then, as you know, Nandom is almost like a border town with Burkina Faso. From Nandom you go to Hambele, and Hambele, that is Ghana's border with Burkina Faso. So they used to have lots of security situations, but as you can see all around you, you have the immigration service in their numbers, you have the police, and you even have the military patrols. So the issue of security has been a thing of the past in Nandom. Now another issue has to do with electrification. Most communities within the Nandom municipality are now on the national grid in terms of electricity, and street lightening. Most of the major towns in the municipality are lighted in the nights. So these are some of the things that the people of Nandom are actually very grateful for. And more importantly, the fact that an illustrious son of Nandom is serving in cabinet, that is the Honorable Ambrose Dere, and who in turn serves his people very well. So the people really appreciate generally.
Okay, so when it comes to the electricity, I learned tomorrow as part of the president tour, he's going to commission a 23 provide electricity to about 32,000 houses. If this will be able to sort out.
Definitely. We are very sure that once this is commissioned, we will not have an issue with electricity. In fact, what they call Dumso has not been so much of a problem to us in the Upper West region. But the point is that we are expecting more communities to be enrolled onto the national grid. So we are very certain that once this is commissioned, more and more communities in the Upper West region will be enrolled onto the national grid. So we are almost certain that after that commissioning, most communities in the Upper West region will enjoy electricity.
Okay, so I believe it's also going to help in the fight against crime and.
Definitely. One of the concerns by is the fact that some very dark, especially
Minister for Local Government and this one. Members of Parliament present, members of Council of State here present, municipal and district chief executives here present. Namine, Nepo Namine. Tengandem, sons and daughters of Nandom, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the chiefs and people of the Nandom traditional area, I warmly welcome Your Excellency, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, President of the Republic of Ghana, Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, and our proud Maluna of Nandom. Yes. Your Excellency, Maluna, we are very happy to have you here again and want to assure you that you are at home. You are a chief in Nandom, so you are at home. Your Excellency, Maluna, to remind you of your last visit to Nandom in 2021, you particularly stated that Nandom would have a chief on your next visit. And true to your words, I'm here to warmly and properly welcome you to Nandom. Your Excellency, Maluna, permit me to seize the opportunity to express our profound gratitude to our hard-working and dedicated Upper West Regional Minister, and my son, Honorable Dr. Hafiz bin Saleh, and the indefatigable Member of Parliament and Minister of Interior, Honorable Ambrose Derry. The RISEC members, and our able MCE, also my son, Raymond Nero, and MUSEC members, for working tirelessly over the past 5 years in maintaining peace and ensuring a smooth transition in our chieftaincy scheme. Our gratitude equally goes to the President and members of the Upper West Regional House of Chiefs, as well as the National House of Chiefs, for all the hard work and dedication in settling the Nandom Paramountcy chieftaincy conflict. Your Excellency, Maluna, we are indebted to you and your government for the various roles you have played to resolve the issues that once destabilized the peace in Nandom. Through our son and Member of Parliament, Honorable Ambrose Derry, we feel you have a very good plans for the municipality and cannot wait to have them materialize. On our part, we assure you and your government of our unflinching support and hope that you continue to support our Member of Parliament, whose goal is to uplift the image and living conditions of the people of Nandom. Also happy, His Excellency Maluna is still counting on the Member of Parliament, Honorable Ambrose Derry, and Minister of Interior, as one of the strong pillars in his administration. This demonstrates the trust His Excellency has for Nandom, and we are extremely excited about that. We, the chiefs and people of the Nandom traditional area, would continue to thank you for elevating Nandom from a district to a municipal status. President. This has further decentralized certain critical institutions, hereby improving opportunities to the Your Excellency Maluna, we in Nandom following with admiration the fulfillment of campaign promises. Despite the many challenges in this global economy and is currently facing, and say that you are our support and therefore you should never give up. Your Excellency Maluna, your presence here has again offered me the opportunity to thank you and your government for the various development projects as the municipality is witnessing and having its fair share of the social economic development in education, health, electricity expansion, water and sanitation delivery, roads and development, etc. For instance, Nandom is one of the beneficiaries of the Super STEM SHS project. We have already secured 36 acres of land, and the site plan has been forwarded to the Ministry of Education in early July for the starting of this project. Other important developments in the education sector include the construction of the Ghana Education Service Office Complex and the absorption and upgrading of St. Anne's Vocational School by government, which has brought forth massive infrastructure development. Our long cry for Laura Nandom Hamley Road to be constructed has long been fulfilled, including the phase 1 of our urban roads. The construction of phase 2 of the urban roads in the municipality has commenced, and when completed will open up farming areas to marketing centers in the municipality. Your Excellency Maluna, while appreciating all these things you have done for us, we wish to bring to your attention that the municipality is still confronted with some challenges that will require your intervention. Unemployment is still high in the municipality, and one way to curb this is to equip the youth with some hands-on skills. This is why we are pleading with you to establish a modern technical school in the municipality, in addition to the vocational school we already have, to ensure that as many people as possible gain the necessary skills to start their own businesses and not to rely entirely on government for white-collar jobs. We again would humbly draw your Excellency's attention to the Nandom-Lambuse road linkage and the Nandom-Dogmini-Jirapa road, where commuters between Nandom and Wa ply daily. The dusty nature of the road could be injurious to their health, if not tarred, to reduce the risk and to aid smooth mobility. Another threat to human lives is the Kamba Bridge that links us with our neighboring Laura municipality. It is in a deplorable state, posing danger to both vehicles and passengers. So we therefore request a rapid rehabilitation to stop an unforeseen disastrous event happening in the future. These portions are dear to our hearts, and we ask you to help us to work on them urgently. Your Excellency, Maluna, we are equally having serious challenges in providing accommodation for most of our departments. Even though the Municipal Assembly has done a lot in providing residential and official accommodation, we also request a bungalow for the Municipal Magistrate, an office complex for the Ghana Health Service and the Agric Extension Department. Hastening to add to these accommodation challenges, we will also request for an office accommodation for the Nandom Traditional Council, which will facilitate the discharge of our administrative duties. I would be grateful while the Nandom Traditional Council provides the land, government through our distinguished leadership would construct a modern office complex befitting the municipality for the Traditional Council. Your Excellency, Maluna, most of our educational centers are without fence walls, resulting in serious encroachment and gross indiscipline. We therefore would be happy if at least the Senior High School and the Nandom Midwifery School are fenced to control the movement of students and protecting them against the communities. Your Excellency, Maluna, as part of efforts to strengthen our financial services in the municipality, we wish to have direct impact on the economy, fiscal policy, and boosting across the... We are close to the border, and we will be glad if the GBC Bank is brought to Nandom. We are already aware that ADB Bank is almost completed to start job due to the help of our Honorable Ambrose Derry, our MP, our beloved son. Your Excellency, Maluna, in the quest for all these demands, I believe strongly a leader must be an epitome of settling great examples in this regard. And I would like to crave your indulgence to personally initiate a public-private partnership to building some feeder roads with our soil at a reduced cost to government. I assure you that with connections, they will be here to help. Thank you. Your Excellency, Maluna, once again, on behalf of the chiefs and people of Nandom, we welcome you to Nandom and fully pledge our cooperation and total support for you and your government. May the grant you all your wishes. We wish you well, good health, and success in all your endeavors. Thank you.
Okay, Nilevangwe Anuru ko Nandom Paramount Chief Oleneale Olano de Erba Aninu
the Republic Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo Addo Ode eye na kwaba sem President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo is encouraged Bakwaku se mesamene ab kakra efa ensemwa Professor na Edmondele ede etuga abroma President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo kwa Eboso you can
TV and Noti TV, Net2 TV are currently carrying this program live, and we are grateful to them for the coverage. Thank you.
It is so. Professor. Met. As by quickly, Mame.
The General Secretary.
As many as 18 road projects have been fully completed in Upper West. As we speak, as many as 110 road projects have been awarded and are ongoing. And Nandom, this municipality and this district has gotten its fair share of these many road projects across the length and breadth of this region. The distinguished Nandomna has already mentioned the fact that when His Excellency the President was here some time ago, he made two promises. He said upon his second coming here, as he has said, there will be a chief, and there is a chief. The second promise he made was that by the time he comes here again, as he is here today, Nandom internal roads would have been uplifted. As we speak now, 15 kilometers of Nandom internal roads have been completed, as His Excellency the President promised. We have earmarked a total of 25 kilometers. Nandom now gave an indication that we have broken that into two lots or two phases. Phase 1, phase 2. Phase 1, as aforesaid, was made up of the 15 kilometers which has been completed, and it's a composite project. The second phase has started, And the second phase of the 10 kilometers will also be completed on schedule. His Excellency, the President is in this region, as you know, to do many things. Among them is to cut salt for the Nandom dualization that is running through Nandom town. It's a 2-kilometer road and is part of the N12 road, which starts from Wa through Nandom to Hamnele, and is referred to as N12 in our database. And you are all aware that under President Akufo-Addo's leadership, the road from Nandom to Hamnele for the first time is fully tied. Your Excellency, Nandomna, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I am happy to announce that this dualization will come with well-established project details. I've given an indication that the length of the road is going to 2 kilometers. It will be a 2-lane dual carriageway of 7 meters each, that is each side, and 2 meters raised walkway on both sides. The road is going to be raised to asphaltic level. Therefore, you are going to have a bander and a wiring course as an overlay. We are going to do all concrete works and other ancillary works along the stretch of this road. We are building an embankment to protect the work and to protect the road. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to provide all forms of road furniture along this stretch of road. And by road furniture, you are going to have the galvanized crash barriers, you are going to have reflective road signs, and of course, for safety, you are going to have road line markings and concrete curbs. One roundabout on the stretch will be created, and to whet your appetite, you are going to have 3 number signalized traffic lights at 3 different intersections. And we are doing this to promote 1, safety, and 2, to regulate the movement of vehicles. Nandomna, our distinguished Paramount Chief, you were talking about 2 roads, and you have made that appeal to His Excellency the President. That is Nandom to Lambushi and Nandom Lola roads. I want to assure you that these 2 roads are being taken care of. And His Excellency the President, a short while ago, when interacting with chiefs and people of Lambushi, gave that assurance. And I'm just reiterating and re-emphasizing what he said. From Nandom to Lambushi is roughly 5.8 kilometers. And the road currently is under procurement. We have done every work necessary about it, and it's going to cost the government of Republic of Ghana 30 million Ghana cedis.
A contractor will be appointed in the next few weeks and the site handed over to him. Given the next 1 to 1.5 months, you will see work on that road. Again, when His Excellency the President was hosted at your local FM, the host put a question to him, and as a president who is on top of his job and who knows what is going on, assured the chiefs and the people of this region, in particular Nandom, when the host indicated that if nothing is done to the Kamba Bridge, any moment from now, should any disaster happen, Nandom will be cut off from the rest of the country. His Excellency the President assured him, the host, and everybody that that will never happen under his watch, and that steps are being taken to make sure that the bridge is worked on. I am happy, Nandomna. I have on hand a picture which was taken only 20 minutes ago. Only 20 minutes. 2 articulated trucks have arrived at the site. Into the country as many as 87 brand new bridges from Britain under a program called Mabe Bridges. We have distributed only 3, and 1 is being sent here. 4 articulated trucks are bringing the components. 2 have arrived at the bridge side. By tomorrow morning, the other 2 will arrive, and work is going to get started. So if His Excellency the President tells the chiefs and the people of this area that that bridge is going to be worked on and it will not be allowed to collapse, to cut the good people of this area from the rest of the country, I am giving you a prima facie evidence of it. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, there are many roads that time will not allow me to go through them. But I can say that within the Nandom district alone, as many as 7 roads are ongoing, and we shall keep close eye on them. Once started, we will not allow any of them to get stalled until fully completed. And we will continue to get your fair share of the road infrastructure and continue to support His Excellency the President, continue to support the MPP, continue to support the forward march of our country, because we are of food, and I thank all of you. Thank you.
Minister. Just come by the Minister for Roads and Highways, Honorable Kwesi Amwako Atta, and I'm to say woman assurance abai enya what Nandom emu. But one thing na Professor na Edmond Dele Evrezi the Banga Bridge. Minister no assure said just 20 minutes ago, Oma delivered a new bridge here, enche, Omo Ekwakoye, Emo Ejuma. Senior Ebeya, a month 4 years, and Komusro said, a month 4 more, and 1 and we cut off from the other part of the region, ain't to be up. And before that, the President, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo had already given an assurance, it will never happen, under his regime. Yadi Abisa ABC. Yes, Akodium Kotie and Smart, the Minister for Interior, who happens to be the Member of Parliament for Nandam constituency, Honorable Ambrose Jerry, as what can the man for Sabra Mapeni about the constituency.
Welcome back to Accra here at the Ministry of Information, where we've been bringing you a live coverage of the President's regional tours. As you may be aware, the President is in the Upper West region. Later, he'll move to the Savannah region. And currently, the President is at Natoli, where Nandam, I beg your pardon, where he will be cutting sword for the construction of the dualization of the Nandam town roads. So far at the ceremony, we've been listening to various speakers. We just heard from the roads minister, who gave a general background to the construction of that road. He also gave updates on the general roads construction across the country and gave the assurance that the Akufo-Addo administration was going to ensure that more roads are worked on. Shortly, we'll have the President speak at the gathering. We'll take you back there for that live feed. But even as we wait for that live feed, let's say a big thank you to all those who are watching us and all those who are helping us pipe this production on other platforms. So you're watching us live on GTV, Adum TV, City TV, Metro TV, Wuntumi TV, Movement TV, Asasi Radio Net 2, Wezo TV, and of course on our Facebook page, the Ministry of Information Facebook page. Right now you're watching us. Shortly we will be joining the team again at Nandam, where President Akufo-Addo is expected to address the chiefs and people in that community even before he cuts sword for the dualization of the Nandam roads or town roads. Just as we heard a while ago, the roads minister was giving some assurance of how contractors were ready to begin work on that particular road. We'll be keeping an eye on developments there. Don't forget that the tour of the President will continue tomorrow in the Upper West region. Just to take you through some activities the President is expected to participate in. He will be inspecting the ongoing works on the Wa Shopping Center. The President will also be inspecting the Agenda 111 hospital project in a community called Isa, after which he will commission the Kalio Solar Power Project in Kalio. So quite a busy day for the President tomorrow before he moves to the Savannah region, where he will also be calling or paying a courtesy call on the Yagbon Wura. He will also be inspecting the Arikof Savannah project. We'll be telling you more about this particular project. And then he will wrap up his first day in the Savannah region with the Durbar of 15 paramount chiefs and commissioning of the RCC complex, the the regional education office, as well as the National Health Insurance Authority office in the Savannah region. So the President will have a busy schedule in the Savannah region on day one. On day two of his tour in the Savannah region, he will have several engagements as well as inspect Agenda 111 projects and the Regional Health Directorate project as well in Daboya. And then he will also Inspector Fofoso Bonjai Road in the Kasaugu, which is also in the Savannah region. So quite a very busy week for the president. Here on this channel, we'll be bringing you all the updates that you need to know, as well as we will be bringing you all the big interviews, all the feedback, hearing from residents in these communities, opinion leaders, stakeholders, what they make of this tour of the president in the region. Shortly, we will take you to Nandom, where President Akufo-Addo is scheduled to address the chiefs and the people in that particular region. Don't forget that you'll be watching this coverage throughout the week, the special coverage of the president's regional tours produced by the Ministry of Information and live across a number of television networks as well as radio and social media platforms. My name is Kwaku Obienche. We will take you to Nandom shortly for the president's address. Do stay with us.
Akufo-Addo had asked that the ADB opens a branch here, and I can assure you that before the end of the year, we will open the ADB bank branch, the ground floor of the FM station. Anyway, Nana Akufo-Addo has not only been committed to a region, he's been committed to Nandom. And
a way to segregate the water that waters the bridge away from the one they are going to construct.
Definitely, the contractor will need to find a way to segregate the water, and for us, it's just a welcome news. I know everybody around this place will be so happy to hear that the Kamba Bridge is being worked on. It's been a major challenge in Upper West region. Don't just limit it to Nandom. The Kamba Bridge is a big problem for everybody in the Upper West region. And the contractor, we need a very powerful and a very strong contractor that has the resources to construct such a bridge. And we are happy about the bridge that we have just heard from the road minister. We're thinking we're going to construct a bridge with culverts. But now we are told that we are getting a steel bridge, and that is the appropriate bridge for that place. Because like I said earlier, it's a big valley, and that is the best that we can have there.
Okay, so before I take a leave of you, so is it the only bridge need the attention of the government. And as we have other bridges, the government has to, the government to be drawn to it.
Well, definitely we have other bridges, but already the government has started construction on other bridges. About a year or two ago, they started construction on other bridges. Last year, like the one I mentioned, part of Nadoli district was cut off from the rest of the country. That was because water washed away parts of the road. The government responded swiftly, and then within a matter of weeks, that portion of the road was fixed. So that part of the road has been worked on. We also have another bridge that is called Dike Bridge. It links Ghana and Burkina Faso through the Black Volta, that is in Laura district. And the people are actually calling for government's attention to work on the Dike Bridge. It is a shorter way of crossing into Burkina Faso from Ghana, that is through Laura, rather than going through Hambele. So once we have that bridge across the Dike Bridge, once we have a Dike Bridge or the Dike River, a bridge across it, we can have easy access to and from Burkina Faso. So that is one of the bridges, that is the Dike Bridge. The people over here are crying for a construction.
So Aziz, it looks as if another bigger challenge in Nandom, and to be specific, has to be where rivers has been overflowing its banks to the roads here. When the contractors and Komwa, what is the challenge? Why are they not able to cut the rivers away from the road they construct?
Well, and it's easy because we have still water in Faso. That is the Bagre Dam. They are able to spill their excess water to us. And you have the Black Volta River passing through most communities in the Upper West region, most districts I mean. Like you have it passing through Nandom, passing Nadoli, Laura district and Wa West district. So once the Black Volta is a natural lake that we can do nothing about. And once there is a spillage from Burkina Faso, the Dike Bridge, there is nothing that can be done.
Okay, thank you very much, Aziz, for your time. So that's Aziz, our local journalist who has been keeping hand with us since we came to this region for the President's regional tour. So in no time, the President of the Republic, of whom this gathering has been made, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, will be addressing a large gathering at Nandom. After that, the president will be cutting sword for the construction of the 2-kilometer road. So, let me hand over. The president is about to address the people, the chief and people of Nandom.
Upper West Regional Minister, the Minister for the Interior, a Member of Parliament for Nandom, dignitaries of the government, the General Secretary of the ruling New Patriotic Party, and dignitaries of the party, the Municipal Chief Executive, Nandom now, Professor Edmund Dele Shire, the 8th, the chiefs, fellow Ghanaians, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, it has become my habit ever since I became president, every year to tour each of the regions at least once. I do so because I believe that it is important that I see for myself the progress of government initiatives and developments on the ground in each region, and also use the occasion to interact with the chiefs and people of the area, to listen to their pressing concerns so that the governance of the country can adapt and accommodate them. sitting in your office and receiving reports is not the same thing as seeing with your own eyes what is going on. And that is why every year I've endeavored to come to visit you. And this year is no exception. This is the first of 2 working visit to the Upper West region. And it has brought me to Nandom. I am particularly delighted about my visit to Nandom and the welcome that I have received from the Nandom Na and the people of Nandom. I did say the last time I was here that I hope that the next time I came here, I'll be greeted by a fully installed, fully fledged Nandom Na. God listened to my prayer, and today there is a fully fledged Nandom Na on the skin of Nandom to welcome me to Nandom. And in so saying, my delight is about the personality of the Nandom Na. This is a man I have known for a long time, both in his professional as well as political careers. In his professional life, he was a doctor for several members of my family, including my own daughter. And a good doctor he was to all of them. I continue to express my appreciation for him, for the work he did for the members of my family as a doctor. I knew him, prominent figure in the political life of our country, the chairman of no less a party than the Convention People's Party. He's a formidable man who has become Nandom Na, and I am very, very thankful to the people of Nandom that you have chosen such a man to be your traditional ruler. I have no doubt that he's going to provide strong, effective leadership from his position as the Nandom Na to the community, to the Upper West region, and also to the people of Ghana. And that is why I will continue to wear with pride the title that has been bestowed on me of Malu Na. Now, some of the matters that you put on the table have been answered by the ministers who have spoken before me, especially by the Roads Minister, as well as by the Member of Parliament and the Minister for the Interior. Some of the others which have not been touched upon, I will do so briefly. The desire for us to have a workforce that has hands-on education is one that I share 100% with you. And that is why Nandom has been chosen as one of the sites for the STEM school development. And very soon, that matter will be fully in progress. So the desire you are expressing to have a boarding technical school here in Nandom is going to be met. And in the same way, the demand for the schools to be fenced, I believe there are advanced plans already in place to fencing the walls of the COSEC and the Middle Whitfield School. So both of them very soon will have the fence walls that you're seeking. The issue of the banks has been addressed by the Minister for the Interior. The plans are far advanced for the Agricultural Development Bank to open a branch here in Nandom. It doesn't stop me from continuing discussions in Accra with the leadership of the Ghana Commercial Bank to see whether on their part too it may be possible that they will bring a branch here. And in the same vein, we'll be looking at the possibility of establishing accommodation for government officials who are working out of Nando. The presence of Ambrose Derry as a key member of my government, as a member of parliament, and of yourself as the Nandomna means that my eyes are always going to be turned upon Nandom and addressing the concerns of Nandom so that we get the progress that we want out of here. I'd like Nandom now to conclude by one appeal. We all know the very dangerous times that we're living here in West Africa. The terrorist threat that for some time seemed to be located a long way away in the Sahel is now on our very doorsteps in Burkina Faso. And that is why these extraordinary measures are being taken to secure our northern border with the forward operating bases, 3 of which are located in the Upper West. And with other measures that are being taken to expand the personnel of our armed forces and security agencies so that we can meet this threat head on and make sure that our country, unlike other countries in West Africa, does not become a battleground for terrorist activities. And it is because of that that we need the full cooperation of the civilian population with our security agencies. Under the slogan that the Ministry of National Security has coined, see something, say something. We have to work together to make sure that no penetration of Ghana takes place with terrorist infiltrators. That is the only way we can continue to be a beacon of peace, a beacon of stability, a beacon of constitutional development, a beacon of democracy in our region and on the continent of Africa. And I'm encouraging each and every one of us here in the region and throughout the country to become one with the security agencies of our nation to make sure that our country continues to be at peace. I want to thank you very, very much for this extraordinary welcome that you have given to me on my visit to Nandom, and to let you know that Nandom has been, is, and will continue always to be on my heart. Nandom now, may God bless you and the people of Nandom.
Akatinata Anandom na Nilema Mwenuku Tesa His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, who is also the Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces. At this stage, Anna
All right, so you've been watching President Akufo-Addo address the chiefs and people of Nandom at a ceremony in Nandom as part of his working tour of the Upper West region. Just to take you through a few lines of what the president said, he assured the people in the area that the area has been chosen as one of the towns to benefit from the government STEM program. He also gave assurance that more roads were going to be constructed. As you may be aware, the president was speaking at a ceremony to cut sword for the construction of the dualization of the towns in the Nandom township. And so that assurance on roads was also given. He said Nandom will also have its plans were far advanced for more commercial banks to be brought to the town. That was an appeal by the Nandomna, who raised that concern or appeal to the president in his address. The president gave an assurance that he was going to work on that. The president also spoke about accommodation for government workers in the Nandom area. That assurance was also given. But most importantly, he appealed to the people to be concerned about their security, especially on the back of the recent terrorism attacks in the sub-region. That appeal was made to the people to take their security seriously. So the president has just finished speaking at Nandom to wrap up his main activities for today as part of his working tour of the Upper West region. As I did mention, tomorrow he has a very busy schedule. Just to take you through a few of them, he will be inspecting the ongoing works at the WAS Shopping Center. He will also be inspecting the Agenda 111 Hospital project and a community called ISA. And then he will be commissioning the Kalio Solar Power project also in Kalio. That's how tomorrow looks like for the president's itinerary as part of our special coverage of the president's regional tours. We'll be bringing you all that you need to know, the updates, all the big interviews, the response from residents right here on this channel. You've been watching us on GTV, on Metro TV, on Adum TV, on Wuntumi TV, Movement TV, on Netu TV, Wezo TV, Asasi Radio, and of course we've been streaming live on our Facebook page, the Ministry of Information Facebook page. Do join us same time tomorrow for another full-day coverage right here on this network. Remember, this production is brought to you by the Ministry of Information. My name is Kwaku Obinje. Thanks for joining us. We will see you tomorrow. Be good.